Hey everyone, welcome back to the AI Tech channel. Today, we're diving into a real disruptor in the AI world, DeepSeek. You might have heard the name buzzing around, but what's the real story? Is DeepSeek just another flash in the pan? Or are they fundamentally changing the AI landscape? And more importantly, who are the real winners in this new game? Think beyond the flashy AI models themselves. We're talking about the companies fueling the AI revolution from the ground up. Let's get into it. Think of it like a butterfly flapping its wings. DeepSeek's emergence and its commitment to open-source AI models has created a ripple effect throughout the entire tech industry. We're seeing this impact on three key levels: direct, adjacent, and socioeconomic. And trust me, the consequences are huge. Some companies are going to thrive, and others, well, let's just say they might be in for a rude awakening. We'll break it all down. First, the direct impact. The biggest and most immediate change? A massive surge in demand for inference chips. For those of you not deep in the weeds, inference is basically using a trained AI model to make predictions or decisions. Previously, everyone was focused on training these massive models. Now, thanks to DeepSeek showing that smaller, open-source models can be just as powerful, the focus is shifting. Companies are realizing they don't need to spend a fortune on massive training clusters. They need efficient ways to use the models they already have. Boom. Instant opportunity for AI chip startups specializing in inference. This is a game changer. And it's not just chip companies. Smaller AI firms see DeepSeek's open-source approach as a lifeline, not a threat. They can now leverage these powerful models to compete with the giants like OpenAI, without needing to build everything from scratch. It's like getting a head start in a race. The open-source nature of DeepSeek's models levels the playing field, allowing smaller, more agile companies to innovate and scale faster. Talk about David versus Goliath. Are you ready to see some new AI unicorns emerge? I know I am. DeepSeek's R1 model has essentially validated the inference-centric approach. Think about it. Every major model vendor is now prioritizing inference time compute. They're all scrambling to optimize how their models are used, not just how they're trained. This is huge. It signals a fundamental shift in the AI industry's priorities. It's no longer just about building the biggest, most complex model. It's about making AI accessible and affordable for everyone. This is the democratization of AI in action, folks. Now, let's move on to the adjacent industry impact. NVIDIA, the king of AI training chips, is facing a serious challenge in the inference market. They've dominated the training space for years, but inference is a different ballgame. Competitors offering higher efficiency and lower costs for inference are gaining serious traction. This is where those smaller chip companies we talked about earlier come in. They're nipping at NVIDIA's heels, offering specialized hardware that's optimized for inference workloads. Can NVIDIA adapt? Or will they lose their crown in the inference arena? This is going to be a fascinating battle to watch. DeepSeek's innovations could accelerate the entire AI cycle, from training to inference. This benefits chip startups specializing in inference-optimized hardware. The faster we can move from training a model to deploying it in real-world applications, the faster we can unlock the true potential of AI. It's like shortening the development pipeline for a new product. Faster iteration, faster innovation, and faster results. This is what DeepSeek is unlocking. And speaking of pressure, OpenAI is definitely feeling it. Developers are increasingly looking to replace expensive, closed-source models with open-source alternatives like DeepSeek R1. Why pay a premium when you can get comparable performance for a fraction of the cost? This puts pressure on companies like OpenAI to innovate, improve their offerings, and potentially adjust their pricing models. The open-source revolution is forcing them to compete on value, not just brand recognition. Are we about to see a price war in the AI industry? It's certainly a possibility. Finally, companies offering cloud-based computing services, like Cerebras Systems, are seeing increased demand. Developers need infrastructure to run and experiment with open-source models like DeepSeek R1. They need powerful, scalable computing resources that they can access on demand. This is driving growth in the cloud computing sector, as companies race to provide the infrastructure needed to support the AI revolution. It's a virtuous cycle. Open-source models drive demand for cloud computing, which in turn fuels further innovation in AI. Now, let's talk about the socioeconomic impact. The most significant consequence of DeepSeek's emergence is the democratization of AI. Open-source models and cheaper inference costs are making AI technology accessible to a wider range of businesses and individuals. No longer is AI the exclusive domain of giant corporations with massive budgets. Now, small businesses, startups, and even individuals can leverage AI for various applications. This is empowering, folks. It's putting the power of AI into the hands of the many, not just the few. Cheaper inference costs, driven by efficiency improvements, are expected to spur greater AI adoption across various sectors. From healthcare to finance to manufacturing, AI is poised to transform every aspect of our lives. And as AI becomes more accessible and affordable, we'll see even more innovative applications emerge. This is going to lead to increased productivity, efficiency, and innovation across the board. Get ready for an AI-powered future. The growth of the AI chip industry, especially in the inference segment, could create new jobs and stimulate economic growth. As demand for inference chips continues to rise, companies will need to expand their operations, hire more engineers, and invest in new technologies. This is going to create a ripple effect throughout the economy, leading to new opportunities and increased prosperity. AI is not just about automation. It's about creating new industries and new jobs. But with great power comes great responsibility. The increased use of open-source models will demand more safety protocols and community governance to ensure alignment with human values. We need to be vigilant about preventing bias, ensuring fairness, and protecting privacy. We need to establish clear ethical guidelines and hold developers accountable for the impact of their models. This is not just a technical challenge, it's a societal imperative. Finally, let's talk about Jevons paradox. As inference becomes more efficient and affordable, the demand for compute power may actually increase due to the expanded use of AI. This means that even as we make AI more efficient, we'll still need even more powerful hardware to support the growing demand. It's a never-ending cycle. This highlights the importance of continued innovation in both hardware and software. We need to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible to meet the ever-increasing demands of the AI revolution. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the potential risks associated with this DeepSeek situation. It's not all sunshine and roses. First, technically, there's a risk of over-reliance on inference. While it saves costs, it might mean less focus on developing new, groundbreaking AI models. This could lead to stagnation in fundamental AI research. Are we sacrificing long-term innovation for short-term gains? It's a valid question to ask. Another technical risk revolves around model accuracy and reliability. Some industry watchers and competitors have questioned DeepSeek's claims about the performance and cost-effectiveness of its R1 model. This highlights the potential for inaccuracies or limitations, which could lead to flawed predictions or decisions. Always scrutinize the data and the results. Don't take claims at face value. Open-source models, while offering transparency, can be vulnerable to security threats. Malicious actors could exploit vulnerabilities in the code to compromise the models or the systems they operate on. This risk is especially relevant in sensitive applications. Think about it. Open source means the blueprints are available to everyone, good and bad. Security needs to be a top priority. From a business perspective, NVIDIA isn't going to just sit back and watch DeepSeek gain traction. They could respond with aggressive pricing, new product offerings, or strategic acquisitions to maintain their market share. This could squeeze smaller players and make it harder for them to compete. It's a battle for dominance, and NVIDIA has deep pockets and a lot of experience. The emergence of DeepSeek and other open-source models could also lead to market fragmentation, making it difficult for companies to choose the right AI solutions. This increases complexity and cost for businesses. Imagine trying to navigate a maze with no map. That's what the AI market could become if we're not careful. Finally, ethically, if DeepSeek's models are trained on biased data, they could perpetuate and amplify existing societal biases, leading to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. This is a serious concern that we need to address proactively. We can't let AI become a tool for reinforcing inequality. It has to be fair and equitable for everyone. It's our responsibility to make sure that happens. So, what's the takeaway? DeepSeek's emergence is a powerful force, shaking up the AI landscape and creating new opportunities. But it's also important to be aware of the potential risks. The key is to approach AI development and deployment responsibly, focusing on innovation, efficiency, and ethical considerations. The future of AI is bright, but it's up to us to make sure it's a future that benefits everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.